My name is Jon Reeder. I'm the general manager at SnoWest Manufacturing. I've been in this position for about 12 years. We started manufacturing horse and stock trailers in 1987, and more recently, starting in 2009, we've been manufacturing snowmobile trailers. I've been a snowmobiler myself since I was a teenager. I remember lots of times loading up to snowmobiles in the back of a pickup, and they were Snowjet 440s back then that we were riding, and we thought they were pretty awesome at the time. Took quite a few years off of snowmobiling when I was going through college, and trying to make my name in the world as someone as a younger man, and then in 2001 got back into snowmobiling. So I've been riding consistently for the last 13 years or so. It seems to me like you're seeing more and more enclosed trailers all the time. When I got back into snowmobiling in 2000 or 2001, I would say most of the trailers in the parking lot were open trailers, and even at that time there were very few people hauling them in the back of their pickups. You still see some people hauling them in the back of the pickup. A lot of times though, that's just to save fuel. It seems like they only have one sled to haul, so instead of hooking onto their trailer, they'll just haul it in the back of the truck. It seems like most people have a trailer now, and then that has slowly changed, and we saw, I'd say 2005, 2006, you started seeing more enclosed trailers in the parking lots than you did the open trailers. And now, with the onset of more goosenecks, we're starting to see quite a few gooseneck trailers in the parking lots. So the sport, from a trailering standpoint, has really started to evolve. Most any two-place trailer on the market, enclosed two-place trailer in the market today, you can get 3 in with no problem, even 3 mountain sleds. Some of the manufacturers even call them a 3-place sled, but you're starting anywhere, and I'm not talking about Trails West exclusively, but just in the industry, anywhere from about, I'd say, $6,000 or $7,000, and then when you jump up into the 4-place, 28-foot range, you're looking at a starting price tag of around $10,000, and then when you get into the goosenecks, you're probably more like $14,000 to $15,000, and they go up from there. And there's a lot of difference price-wise between a trailer that's loaded up with all the bells and whistles and one that's sort of stripped down, so to speak. Some of the trailers are more of a box on wheels. Others have, furnaces and all the amenities that you want to really take care of all your clothing and apparel. Helmet warmers, glove warmers. All kinds of track mount drying systems. There's a lot you can do to a trailer, and that does raise the price. We do quite a few modifications to trailers. Most of them are optional equipment. We do very few things that are totally custom. We can keep the price of the trailer down here at Trails West by being more of a manufacturing type atmosphere. Having said that, we will go outside of our realms of what we do every once in a while to accommodate a customer, as long as it isn't too terribly involved. There are so many things that we can do to a trailer, and here at Trails West, our trailers start out with a lot of the bells and whistles already on them. Like, we don't even build a trailer that is riveted on the outside or one that isn't fully insulated. We fully insulate every trailer. All of our trailers come with aluminum wheels. So it's important when somebody's looking to buy a trailer that they compare apples to apples. As far as some of the things that we can do on the upper end, our track mount system, which ducts heat under the floor of the trailer, I believe is pretty exclusive to what we do. And that's really nice. It gets the sleds dried out so that you don't have a big ice block in your track the next time you go to start up your sled. Also, we're doing a lot with apparel right now. We've ducted heat ports underneath the coat racks so that when you turn that furnace on, it's blowing a lot of air up underneath those coats and even into the helmet cabinet. We've got a helmet rack that's fully enclosed in a cabinet, and you can get your trailer with ducted heat all the way to that helmet cabinet. Get that kind of wet, musty sweat smell out of your helmet. When matching a tow vehicle to a trailer, you want to err on the side of having plenty of tow vehicle. And in my opinion, it's a safety issue. You don't want to be going down the road and creating an unsafe situation for yourself, your loved ones, other people on the road. So it's always important to make sure that you have enough tow vehicle to handle the trailer that you've got behind you. It's also very important to make sure your brake control is working properly. If you don't have a properly working brake control, then you're putting a lot of people at risk, especially when you're on icy roads. If you've got a very heavy load behind you and that load is not braking, if you get on something that maybe has a little snow on it and you hit those brakes, what's going to happen is the load that's behind the tow vehicle is going to push the tow vehicle, and it could create a situation where you jackknife the trailer into the tow vehicle. The gross vehicle weight rating is the total weight that the trailer can have on it with the weight of the trailer and the cargo combined. So that's why you need to know what your trailer weighs. Just for round numbers sake, let's say you have a trailer that has a gross vehicle weight rating or GVWR of 10,000 pounds, and the trailer weighs empty 5,000 pounds. Then you know you can put 5,000 additional pounds of cargo on it without overloading or making the trailer too heavy. Also, it's important how to distribute the load on a trailer. A lot of these snowmobile trailers are very large and long, and you need to distribute that weight as evenly as possible. A lot of people make the mistake of loading the back of the trailer too heavy, and what they do is take tongue weight off of the trailer, and this creates an unsafe situation as well. It's a good thing to err on the side of more tongue weight than less tongue weight. That'll make the trailer track straighter and better than having not enough tongue weight. Sometimes when people hook up a trailer, they'll notice that their tires have squatted down a little more. The very best thing you can do is to check your tire pressure. Check the weight rating on your tires and the pressure, the recommended PSI. It's been our opinion, and from the research that we've done, on almost any tire, whether it be on your trailer or on the tow vehicle, the best thing you can do is run your tire pressure right at the max, or maybe just barely under it. For every pound of pressure that you drop in your tow vehicle, you lose a certain amount of weight rating. In fact, that makes me think a little bit about the trailer tires. You need to check those tire pressures often, especially with somebody like myself. I snowmobile a lot in the winter, and I put my trailer pretty much away for the summer. Believe it or not, rubber can be permeable, and you can actually lose tire pressure. Even if you don't have a leak per se, you can lose tire pressure over the summer. So it's great. It's a good practice to get into, to check that tire pressure pre-season when you're going to use your trailer. I don't know that you need to check it every single time you go out, but a couple times throughout the season is a good thing to check tire pressure on your tow vehicle and on the trailer tires. Maintenance on trailers is very important. It's probably one of the bigger mistakes that people make. If you trailer a lot, you need to have the bearings checked on your trailer from time to time. Or if you're a mechanic, which a lot of snowmobilers are, you can do a lot of this work by yourself. Just take those bearings out, repack the bearings, check the bearings, make sure they're good. Check the brakes. It's always important to check the brakes. Most trailers have self-adjusting brakes, but it doesn't hurt to have them checked every once in a while. Make sure your brake control is always working. Make sure it's got a fuse that hasn't been blown. Other maintenance items would include washing and cleaning your trailer. It's funny how sometimes we see people who are just meticulous about their pickup truck or their SUV, whatever their tow vehicle is, they keep it clean. It's important to remember that your trailer is being pulled behind this vehicle. All the road debris that this vehicle kicks up, whether it be salt water, road debris from winter road maintenance, salt, all that stuff is being kicked up off your tow vehicle, and your towed vehicle or your trailer is going right through all of that.